Hollywood is not ready for YouTubers, and Markiplier's horror movie Iron Lung that just released on the weekend proves it.
I hope you guys are taking names because they're coming out and telling you what they all have been doing.
But that's who you're doing business with, right? So, what is this? That is Marilyn's hair.
What?
This woman says she lives completely alone in an underground bunker, getting ready for the end of the world, and nobody knows where her shelter.
You ready for this? Some videos aren't meant to see daylight, but we've got them all right here, just for you. You made it just in time for a lineup that'll have you glued to your screen and maybe double-checking under your bed after this. Haunted halls, unexplained glitches, and moments that defy logic. Think you can handle every last clip? Smash that like and tell us in the comments where you had to look away.
Hollywood is not ready for YouTubers, and Markiplier's horror movie Iron Lung that just released on the weekend proves this. You see, in Hollywood at a wide release level, almost no films are self-financed by a single individual. They almost always have to have the backing of studios, banks, distributors, etc. But not only did Mark single-handedly fund this entire movie, but he also wrote it, directed it, starred in it. He produced the movie under his own Markiplier Studios. He shot it without any big studio backing. And after 3 years of hard work, when it came time to actually release it, he spent virtually no money on marketing and even decided to self-distribute the movie to theaters, relying solely on his fan base. All of this should have never worked. But it did. So many of Markiplier's fans called up theaters requesting that they show this movie that it was picked up by all 3 major US theater chains with over 3,000 venues in just the US and Canada alone, plus an additional 1,200 theaters worldwide. And here's where things get crazy, because Iron Lung had a budget of no more than $3 million. But in its opening weekend alone, it has made over 21 million worldwide. That's 7 times its budget. Not only that, but it was even rivaling Disney's release, Send Help, for first place. That's despite Send Help having a $40 million budget and being produced by Spider-Man's Sam Raimi. It even beat Melania at the box office this weekend, and that had the president's backing. This kind of movie rollout driven solely by audience demand is virtually unheard of for an independent creator. And so, I'll say again.
Everyone, I want to thank you all for the amazing support and growth. It's truly incredible. All right, let's dive right into today's video.
This woman says she lives completely alone in an underground bunker, getting ready for the end of the world, and nobody knows where her shelter is. She swears no one will ever figure out its location, and even though a lot of people call her paranoid, she keeps insisting that if anyone knew what she knows, they would do anything to silence her. According to her own calculations, the oxygen inside her bunker will only last for about 30 more days, and after that, she claims she will have to survive using helium, which sounds totally unreal. But the strangest part is the way she talks about the future. Like she already knows exactly when everything is supposed to happen. She doesn't speak like someone who is guessing. She speaks like someone who is counting down to something inevitable. And that raises the real question: if she truly knows something this big, where did she learn it? What exactly is she hiding? And most importantly, what is supposed to happen to all of us in exactly 30 days? According to her, she keeps saying that people will understand too late and that the world has been warned, but nobody listened. And the more she talks, the more it feels like she is not just scared, but waiting for something she believes cannot be stopped, which makes everyone wonder if she is completely delusional or if she actually knows something the rest of us refuse to see.
People are getting paranoid looking at how things are headed right now. But this will pass and everything will return to normal. Just stay safe out there and don't be like her. Let's continue.
I hope you guys are taking names because they're coming out and telling you what they all have been doing. And you know what? Let me do you a favor. You don't even need to write down names. Just know all of them. Every single one of them. Listen to this.
I love babies. Babies love me because I think they see me as one of them. And I really do think that. They see me and they're like, oh my God, another baby. Oh yeah, they love sucking on these. It's crazy. I mean, I do too though, because I have an iron deficiency, so it shit tastes good. Like, you guys like...
First of all, what is she talking about? What do those charms on her wrist represent? And second of all, does Billie Eilish look like a Billy? Like a boy Billy? Like a boy Billy? Hold on. Y'all not gonna tell me that's not a boy? Oh my goodness. What? Y'all, remove the wig. Remove the eyebrows. Bro.
Like, do you guys like the taste of blood? Do you? Does anyone here like the taste of blood? Because I like it. I like the taste of blood. I like the taste of like pennies and like metal and like poles and jewelry. Like dirty jewelry tastes so good. It's like got that like,
Listen.
like, oof. I think my mom gives me iron pills. She's nodding her head over there. My mom definitely gives me iron pills. Cause I used to literally suck on pennies and shit.
She used to literally suck on pennies and shit. Verbatim, that's what she said, right? Y'all see the penny? Do y'all know why the penny is so important, right? It's the only one that's what? Copper colored. So why would she say that she only sucks on pennies? See, y'all gotta understand, I told y'all, these people speak in code. Only a certain people here, the indigenous people, are the color of the penny. Look at this. Then every single year, you have over 1 million copper-colored women and children go missing. Do you guys see what they're doing? I'm not making this up. She literally just told you guys she sucks on pennies, and our women and children go missing the most because it's feeding these people. There's even TV shows, anime, that go out there and tell y'all that they steal the children, the children with magic, and the children who don't have magic, you know what they do to them? They get rid of them. And do you know what the magic is? This is the magic. This is the magic. So they're literally telling y'all, man, the age of Aquarius, man, this is crazy. But let me know what you guys think about this video. Y'all need to, the shift is here. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
Okay, before you watch this video, you have to know that apparently this happens a lot more often than you may think. And I cannot imagine being put in this position, this poor mother. This is freaking shocking. So watch this video. I would say share it because a lot of people don't know that this actually happens regularly.
I want my baby.
Okay, I will press charges because you cannot record us. We have to give consent. It is.
But I asked you to give me my baby, and I'm being nice, and you're not being nice.
For the safety of your baby, because you are very hyped.
I have not.
Easter coming. I want
hold on a minute. I'm not hype, and I'm not recording. I'm not hype. I said I want you to take your hands off so I can. I called the police and I just want to leave. That's all I'm saying.
But you can leave. Baby will have to stay here.
No, the baby
stays
not
24 hours.
1 second. I just had a nurse say that I pushed her, and I didn't push her. I didn't do anything, and I'm asking to leave because I don't feel safe here. And I'm saying that I want you to just take your hands off my baby and just let me, and I just want to go home with my baby. I don't feel safe
here for 24 hours.
I understand that, but due to the allegation.
Now I can only imagine the feeling that this mother is suppressing, because in the wild, if you try to take a youngling from any single creature in the world, they will go absolutely nuts. Like, I'm talking primal, I'm talking mammalian, I'm talking fierce attack mode is what we are biologically designed to protect our young. So I don't know how much she's holding back here. It must be a lot. But what I will say is, as soon as you go into the hornet's nest, being this medical system, dude, you're at the mercy of, I mean, they can say anything. You got to keep it here because we got to make sure, and if you don't, then it's a discharge against medical advice, and we're going to have to, like, it's playing with fire a little bit, man. But I will say, in places that have up to 70% C-section rates, do you really believe that 70% of women are now all of a sudden incapable of giving birth naturally? Or do you think there could be a bit of profit agenda behind this? We'll get into that in the next video. Comment for part 2 and follow for more. Now, to be honest, unfortunately, a lot of people aren't even going to have to worry about this, because if we continue on our current trajectory, fertility rates are dropping off of a cliff because of the chemicals in the food, air, and water supply, the infertility causing agents like the phthalates, the BPA, the microplastics, the pesticides, which they spray freely at the tune of billions of pounds per year. Now, if you think it might be important to start detoxing and boosting your fertility, right now Chalk is giving away free superfoods. This is the Chad mode, which has organic blue spirulina and organic caffeine in it, cold water extracted from green coffee beans. That blue spirulina binds to heavy metals, phthalates, microplastics, pesticides, herbicides, and excretes it out of the body, and a lot more. Now, if you combine that with the hot water purified shilajit, which is also extremely pro-fertile, or the chocolate powder, you're getting some of the most potent superfoods in the natural world. Comment free below and check your DMs for details.
Y'all have just seen what they be doing right there. All these clips have been popping up on the internet of how babies are being disappearing, and there are some of the things happening. Comment below on your thoughts. Let's continue.
having it off. Okay, but it does have... God, sorry. Sorry.
It's all right.
I couldn't do that again if I tried.
This is either really cool or a little strange, but that's who you're doing business with, right? So, what is this? That is Marilyn's hair.
What?
So, you can clone her.
No, I don't know what she's talking about.
Oh my god, I'm literally going to do some crazy voodoo shit that I learned and I channel her.
No.
Oh, listen to me. Thank you so
No way.
much. This is so cool. So cool. Good vibes. Wow.
What are you talking about, Kim? What do you mean you're gonna CL her? How did you get Marilyn Monroe's hair? Rest in peace to her. Who is that guy? How did he get her hair? If you listen closely, she says she's gonna go home and do some VD. Stop playing with me, son. This video's for entertainment purpose only. Obviously, I'm just playing around because that's not true. That was her own hair, bro. Shh. Shut up. So what you telling me? All you need is somebody's hair to CL them? But what about the barbershops? Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game right, guys. You know what it is. Shh. Shut up. But I'll tell you one thing. If somebody cuts off my hair at a barbershop and I hear somebody saying, yeah, this is true stories here. Oh, yeah? Okay.
Did you guys hear that Kim Kardashian, I guess on her TV show, I'm sure many of you guys watched that, right? So this may be old news. She got a brain scan and the doctor proceeds to tell her, based on the, MRI, that she has low brain activity in her prefrontal cortex. So not much going on upstairs. The crazy part is she's trying to become a lawyer, and so she went for a bar exam, but she failed it. So then she got a brain scan figuring out what's going on, and here's him explaining to her, yeah, it's not looking good. Now, here's the crazy part. Showing this, combined with failing the bar exam, is all part of a plan, someone suggests. The Kardashians are masters at this. Keep in mind, the Kardashians in Star Trek, are a reptilian race. Remember Kardashian Kim there dressed up as a reptile for Halloween. The Kardashians are masters at this. My money is on her using this to set the stage for getting Neuralink from Elon Musk, telling everyone how much better she is, and then immediately passing the bar to prove it works, which would massively promote the idea that merging your body with artificial intelligence will make you superhuman, when in actuality, it makes you inhuman. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and follow for more. Now, did you know that a human body, a healthy human, is supposed to contain more bacterial cells than human cells? You're supposed to be more bacteria than human. It's what makes you human. It's all the microbiome in your gut bacteria, on your face, your skin, your mouth, everything. There's supposed to be more cells of bacteria than human. What happens when you're drinking chlorine and fluoride? What happens when you're getting pesticides and herbicides into you at all times? It's wiping out a part of you that makes you human. Now, this is why it's imperative to be detoxing and boosting your system naturally. And right now, Chalk's doing an insane special for their superfoods. This is the Chad mode, which has organic blue spirulina that binds to heavy metals, phthalates, microplastics, pesticides, herbicides, and a lot more. Plus 150 milligrams of organic caffeine per scoop, cold water extracted from green coffee beans. If you combine that with the hot water purified Shilajit or the chocolate powder, you're getting some of the most potent superfoods in the natural world. Comment free below and check your DMs for details.
It's only gonna get crazy from here, fam, so buckle up. Those clips really gave me the chills. I mean, y'all saw Lady Gaga there doing her thing. I told you the world is going nuts. Comment below what you think. Let's continue.
Look, Diddy, that's how you tried to make me. Look at the doc now.
Diddy threatened 50 Cent from his prison cell by sending him flowers, and everyone knows exactly what that means. Except that 24 hours after Diddy sent that warning, 50 Cent had already lined up 3 stunning moves that were going to cost Diddy dearly. 2 days ago, the moment 50 Cent received the bouquet, he posted it online and fired back immediately.
This is supposed to scare me. I was a savage in the streets in the 90s. This isn't going to intimidate me.
I think Diddy forgot who 50 Cent really was. He even liked and shared a fan's comment saying the bouquet looked like something meant for a man already dead. The next day, 50 Cent went straight to Club 11 Miami, one of the places Diddy frequented the most. But above all, because that's the spot where Diddy wanted to take 50 Cent shopping to trap him. He even said it in that clip.
Then Puff was like, yeah, like first he was amping him to get stout. Then he was like, yo, so when we gonna get the chance to, to kick it? Like we can just hang out. Nigga, we gotta kick it. This is Puff. Okay. He telling me we gotta kick it and shit. And he was like, yo, why don't we like go shopping or some shit? I mean, like I pay for it. And I was like, what the fuck this
And the smartest move 50 Cent made after releasing his documentary was agreeing to an interview with ABC News, because it's one of the only channels you can watch in prison. He knew exactly what he was doing to show his victory over Diddy. He even smiled calmly at the camera. After all, 50 Cent survived 9 bullets. How could he possibly be afraid of Diddy? Not to mention, he still holds full files on Diddy, and he's ready to defend himself if Diddy fires back.
Why do you say he's broke?
Because everybody in the industry broke. They live off borrowed money. If Baby got $8 million, his Discord account say $8 million negative. And he got to pay that back at a 70%, 100% recoup rate. That means Baby not making money. That means all the money he make go towards that balance. And with a 100% recoup rate, you never recoup. Baby never gonna recoup.
50 Cent really has it going for P. Diddy. You gotta give it to the guy. I know more will come from him. Comment below what you think, and also tell us what other famous rapper has gone broke from the other clip there. It really made me think.
Okay, this video of Sylvester Stallone is blowing up on Twitter right now, and there's 2 camps. One is, oh wow, a celebrity in public, woo! The other, which may be a little bit more vigilant, watch right here. He refuses to touch the receipt. Now, is it a coincidence? Or do these celebrities, some of them, know things that the masses don't? Now, it's one thing to be aware of GMOs and fluoride, but when you go down the thermal paper rabbit hole, or thermal receipt paper, because it's not just receipts, you find out something shocking. It is a plastic chemical that has coated these receipts, and when you touch them, they say, we know that we're supposed to eat out of BPA-free cans. Apparently, even touching a receipt, you get like a lot more BPA absorbed into your bloodstream instantly than eating out of a, can of tuna that was cooked in a BPA-lined can. Very unfortunate effects from hormones to fertility, neurological, and reproductive problems. And the crazy part, triclosan, which is commonly found in hand sanitizer and soaps, is alleged to increase the absorption rate of BPA by a lot. And what do most people working retail or, grocery store? They got hand sanitizer and they're touching receipts and they're using it all the time. So what do you think? Do we know this and Sylvester Stallone doesn't? Or do we know this and he does as well? That's why he didn't want to touch that damn receipt. Now, if you think it might be time to start detoxing some of this crazy stuff out of your system, right now Chalk is giving away free bags of their organic heirloom cacao from Bolivia, $100 value, super detoxing and delicious. And if you combine that with the hot water purified shilajit, you're getting some of the most potent superfoods in the natural world. Comment free below and check your DMs for details.
This fucking bitch was trying to tell something the whole time, but nobody listened because it was in a movie. I'll play the clip for you right here.
Theory is not a theory. I absorbed a large quantity of synthetic CPH4 that will allow me to use 100% of my cerebral capacity. Right now I'm at 28%. And what she wrote is true. Once the brain reaches 20%, it opens up and expands the rest. There are no more obstacles. They fall away like dominoes. I'm colonizing my own brain.
So she took a compound that allowed her to unlock 100% of her brain power, which no one even thought was possible until this human biologist got caught talking about it on his podcast.
Most people, especially young people, probably don't realize that they're walking around right now at about 55%, maybe 60% of their true state of normal. There is a nutrient, an amino acid, a substrate, a compound, an element missing from their body that if they knew what it was, would make the difference between them being an average person and being a superhuman. I'll tell you exactly what supplement to take, and it will become a permanent thing of your past.
What supplement can I take? Don't end your sentence there, Gary.
So it's called L-theanine.
After watching that full podcast, I had to see what this L-theanine stuff was all about. And I came across this product on Shark Tank that proved everything he was saying. Watch this.
We used a blend of natural caffeine plus L-theanine and B6 and B12 vitamins in each piece. How long does it take to be effective? 5 to 10 minutes. So the people who try our product really love it.
Ryan, I gotta tell you, I am so friggin' hyper right now.
So So this is exactly what they were chewing on. It has this insane combination of L-theanine, caffeine, and B vitamins. I chew this throughout the whole day and I'm completely in the zone. I'll be so deep in the flow state that I even forget to eat. And it's way cheaper than other stuff too. Once it kicks in, it's legit like that movie Limitless. I get so much stuff done, it's like nothing exists for 4 hours. There is one problem with it though, and it's that every time Joe Rogan talks about it on his podcast, they always sell out. If you see a link in my profile bio, that means it's back in stock, but it won't be for long. If you don't see it, that means you just have to wait a whole other month for a restock. But if you comment gum, I'll send you a special link to make sure you get it.
Y'all remember that movie? It's called Lucy, made in 2014. It's about this girl, Lucy, who took this synthetic substance called CPH4, which gave her superpowers. Do you think these drugs exist in real life? Tell us down in the comments.
These are the 5 principles that can reverse any disease, including cancer. Your body is a liquid crystalline structure and its strength depends on how much EZ water it has. You can increase the EZ water in your body by getting more sunlight. You can also charge up your body by absorbing electrons from the earth by putting your bare feet on grass. And by setting aside 5 minutes a day to remember things you're grateful for, you will increase your biofield strength, which alters your DNA and your body will start healing. And once you fix your forward head posture, your body will go out of fight or flight mode and into recovery mode. And last but not least, you need to give your body the minerals it needs to recover. Sea salt has over 70 minerals and shilajit has over 85 out of the 102 minerals your body needs. Team Action Legit restocks tomorrow. Click my story and save the countdown.
If we set a glass of water or any container of water in a ring, the water immediately begins to emit light. You can't see it with the naked eye, but it can be measured with various instruments. And we find full visible spectrum as well as ultraviolet being naturally emitted from the light under stimulation by this energy field. Since we are light bodies and all of our communications within the body takes place through electrons or photons, the amount of photonic energy in the body is increased. Consequently, the energy level of the body is increased. So drinking water potentized with a ring has quite beneficial effects in both short and long term.
Just a little bit there on our health and well living. It's nice to know a thing or two about life, and thank you are here, so experience this with us. If you like the content so far, subscribe to the channel so that you do not miss out.
Do angels exist?
Yes.
Have you ever had experiences with these entities?
1. Raphael.
What did you see in this experience?
In my eyes, I saw a shape.
What was the shape?
The entity is a light. We are all entities of light. We just, as humans, happen to have a body. Because in order for us to relate to each other, we need to see a body. And suddenly I saw a light that was conversing with me. I got uncomfortable. I need to see something. So they give me a vision of a body.
What was the purpose of this experience?
It was to help somebody here on Earth that needed medical help.
Why you?
I don't know.
Where in the world was it?
No, it wasn't here.
It wasn't on this planet?
NASA didn't want anyone to see this. During a mission, they accidentally captured something massive, something that closely matches ancient descriptions of biblical angels, beings written about thousands of years ago. This footage was never meant to be released to the public, but now it's out there for the world to see. Watch the full original video. The link is above the title.
Красота подвергается все большей опасности. Только за последние 350 лет...
Конечно, смотри.
Ой, ничего себе! Что это? Вау! Блин! Что это?
Пропал. Офигеть.
Что это было?
It's crazy how the evidence of angels have been all the internet, but we have never really known their true form. Maybe it'll matter how one perceives reality. Tell us down in the comments below and leave a like if you are enjoying the video.
Do not need to tear the human body apart when all you can do is use frequency to bring it back to its normal space. Guess what hydrogen sounds like? It's the key of E, and it's the color yellow. That's what proper physics gets you to. Oxygen is a chartreuse, and it's the key of F over F sharp. Now they used to, like I said, information used to be thought about as just electrical information passing on. But I got a question for you. Have you ever been at a party with some of your friends you ain't seen in 10 years, but y'all was like 14, you hung out and there's a song that came on and you go, "Ugh," and everybody got up and was live at that moment. Now say 10 years later you got a friend with you. He's a good guy, but he wasn't there when me and my boys formed this. So when that song comes on, our DNA tightens. There's a particular song, a scale in the genome for each and every one of us. Now, when that song is played, when your particular prime resonant frequency is played, guess what happens? Your DNA celebrates and tightens. Everything else gets pushed out. Harmonic wave resequencing. The carbon is also the key of E and yellow. The nitrogen is G. And all these play a song. So say that the F over F sharps of the oxygen, the green, is only hitting at an F. Why? Because there's another frequency coming in from a generator over there. That's changing and causing it to change. The F hits the carbon. So instead of hitting as a F sharp, it hits as an F, so when it hits the carbon at an E, it doesn't hit it quite right, so the domino don't file right. So the next domino hits wrong. And so now we have a malformation happening within our DNA because the frequencies are being pushed off. But when we hear our tone, we tighten back up. So yeah, I'm in the process of building the harmonic wave resequencer with another doctor who has been able to successfully cure AIDS and cancer. And it's well underway. But I wanted you guys to understand how that works. It's so simple. You do not need to tear the human body apart when all you can do is use frequency to bring it back to its normal space.
As Nikola Tesla said, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Then y'all will discover the secrets of the universe. Comment below if you think so too, and let's proceed with the clip.
Fasting, you don't lose weight, you lose impurities. And everybody that hear us talking now, tonight when they go to sleep, will go on a fast. Once you go to sleep, the body goes on a fast. When you wake up, eat your first meal, we call it breakfast. It's breaking the fast. When you tell people that, you say, why don't you go home and fast? And they'll go home and say, I heard Dick Gregory, I want to fast. I say, well, did you check with a doctor? You know, you don't check with a doctor when you do coke. You don't check with a doctor when you do alcohol. All the things that I ever did to corrupt my body, I never checked with nobody. Someone asked me the other day, some news station said, you know, you've been fasting for 30-some years. What does your doctor think? My doctor been dead 27 years.
I'm going to be honest with you, fasting is a cure for everything. When your body don't have nothing to eat, it's going to eat all your bad cells up because it go into fight or flight. And when it eats your bad cells, your body release hydrogen. And, you know, we breathe in oxygen. So I be wondering like, damn, I done went all day without eating and drinking, but I'm still pissing. Like, why am I pissing? We create our own water.
When the fast is, the sun's up and down.
That's what most people do from sun up to sundown. But I like to do it to where when I break my fast, it's just ridiculous. I like that liquid diet.
All the money that you have spent on food has literally been flushed down the toilet. Isn't that concerning?
Those were some interesting clips on food and our diet. Have to admit the last clip was funny yet so true. Imagine how much money has went down the drain as food all that time you've been alive. That's crazy. Let's proceed with the video.
These signs should never be ignored when visiting a cemetery first. Never greet the dead by saying hello. That word is for the living. The dead can't respond, and some people believe spirits may feel disrespected and start following you. Second, never eat anything that grew from graveyard soil. That land is believed to belong to the deceased. If you take from it, some say they can visit you in dreams or visions to reclaim what's theirs. Third, never go to a cemetery with your hair down. Loose hair is said to attract things you don't want near you.
The guy that had a bunch of freaking human bones in his house, Jonathan Gerlach. He is a straight up grave robber. He found this pretty large cemetery, older ones that like people kind of just stopped taking care of it. And he was busting down mausoleums, taking skulls, full corpses. And like people were starting to notice, and the cops just posted up and were like watching the graveyard. And then they found him. This dude, he had this burlap sack and he's scooting along with his freaking bones. They check his house and they find hundreds of skeletons in his basement, as well as a storage unit, because he's I'm running out of room. What? In the video, I think it might have been taken down, like mummified little people, like some of them are wearing like the suits and stuff.
What was he doing with them?
It gets way worse. He was selling them on Instagram.
What?
Like aesthetic photos of these bones, selling them, and then in the caption he's like, if you know, you know. Right now his bail is $1 million cash.
The weirder part to me is the fact that
This
people
is
were
fine.
like, I want these in my home.
What a crazy Instagram ad you would have to get.
You have to admit some people are just insane. How does someone just buy somebody else's bones? Just leave the dead be. This is why you find people are always haunted by ghosts in their homes. Those clips were really creepy.
So this high school student commits murder and Snapchat gets him caught. Now the kid's name is Chaden, and Chaden is 16, living in Iowa, going to high school like a normal kid his age. And in 2021, Chaden decides something that's ultimately going to change his life forever. He decides that he really wants to go study abroad in Spain. However, he also realizes he's got a big problem. His Spanish teacher. His Spanish teacher is this woman, who we'll just call Spanish teacher. Now, according to the students at the school, Spanish teacher is beloved and very good with her students. But she's also known to be an extremely tough grader. A lot of the kids complain about how hard her class is. So of course, Chaden really struggles in her class. In fact, he's essentially on the verge of flunking it. Now, I'm not sure if he's doing poorly on his assignments and whatnot, and he deserves to be failing the class, or if Spanish teacher really was just that tough. Regardless, Chaden feels like he has put in the work and he doesn't deserve to have a failing grade. And to him, this is crucial that he pass. Otherwise, he won't be accepted into the exchange program and he won't get to go to Spain. So Chaden becomes obsessed with this failing grade. And pretty quickly, his obsession turns to anger. And he starts blaming all of this on Spanish teacher. Like, how dare she fail him after all the work he's put in? And he'll like go and vent to his friends about his grade. Sometimes he'll go and talk to her Spanish teacher about it, and he'll argue with her, claiming that he doesn't deserve the grade. And at one point, he even goes to the school with his mom to have her talk to Spanish teacher about the grade. And I'm not sure what is specifically said in this meeting, but Spanish teacher ends up holding firm and she doesn't change his grade at all. So, over time, he continues to get more and more angry over this, and he starts to believe that she is out to get him, like she's personally trying to ruin his life. And that is when he starts telling his friends that he wants to murder her. One of those friends he talks to is this kid, Jeremy. And Jeremy is also 16, and he goes to school with Chaden, and he's also in Spanish teacher's class. So one day, Chaden tells Jeremy, I really hate this Spanish teacher. Want to help me kill her? And I guess Jeremy's like, all right. So they get to work, trying to figure out how they're going to successfully pull off this murder without getting caught. And they meticulously plan everything out. They start stalking Spanish teacher, trying to figure out where she's going to be and learning her daily routine. They make a list of supplies to get, and they get them. Chaden starts Googling things like, what happens to students' work if the teacher dies in the middle of the term? And, do students receive credit for a class if the professor is seriously injured or dies more than halfway through the course? And so 2 weeks go by. And during this time, they learn that every day, Spanish teacher goes for a walk at the local park, where she always follows a trail that passes through an isolated area, meaning when she walks that part of the trail, she'll be alone and vulnerable. So Chaden and Jeremy decide that this is going to be the perfect place to attack her. They'll wait until she's on her walk, and once she gets alone, they'll ambush her with a baseball bat. So one day, I guess Chaden talks to Jeremy and they decide that today is the perfect day to go through with this. So Chaden and Jeremy, they go to school and they go to all their classes like it's any other normal day. Then after school, they head over to the park and they hide out and they wait. Sometime later, Spanish teacher shows up and she's going through her daily walk and whatnot. And at some point, she sees them out there passing by. And she has no reason to be suspicious of them. I mean, it's a public park. So they exchange greetings and they move on. But then Jeremy runs ahead on the trail loop to get in front of her again, while Chaden doubles back so that he's now following behind her. And Spanish teacher doesn't realize anything's wrong, so she keeps walking. So Jeremy puts on a ski mask and he starts walking toward her. And she sees him. And I assume this scares her a little because the only person around is a guy coming toward her wearing a ski mask. But this keeps her distracted and all her attention on him. And this allows Chaden to successfully sneak up behind her with the baseball bat. And suddenly, pow, he hits her in the back of the head. And then pow, he hits her again and again. Then he passes the bat to Jeremy. And Jeremy takes it and pow, he hits her too. And of course, she unfortunately doesn't survive this attack. And then the guys drag her body away from the trail and into a woodsy area of the park, and they leave her there. But not before stealing the money out of her wallet and the keys to her van. Then they take her van and they drive it to the outer edges of town to a rural area, and they ditch it, hoping that no one will find it. Hours later, around midnight, they go back to the crime scene, because they want to clean up any evidence that they accidentally left behind, and they want to hide the body a little better. So they clean up the scene, and they move her body even further away from the trail. After that, they both go back to Jeremy's place, and they get drunk. The next morning, Spanish teacher's husband comes home. Apparently, he had been out of town for a few days, and he has no idea what happened to her. He just knows that she's not home. And so he gets worried, and he calls the police and he reports her missing. And so police start investigating, and a community-wide search for her begins. That same day, Chaden and Jeremy go to school like normal, except that they're super tired from staying up all night trying to hide a body and hungover from all the drinking they did. But even so, they have no problem talking about what they did with the other students. Like when Spanish teacher doesn't show up for class, all the kids are naturally wondering where the heck she is. While Chaden is all flexing to his friends that he caught a body with a baseball bat. Oh, and Jeremy is much worse. His dumbass has been Snapchatting some of his friends about it. Like during the process of hiding the body, he's been Snapchatting. Here he is with a bottle of bleach saying, "Time to hide a body." Here he is holding the shovel that they used to re-hide the body. Here are some more tools that they used to re-hide the body. And the most disgusting one is the Snapchat he made making a joke about the murder. POV, you're my Spanish teacher, and this is the last thing you see. And so anyway, he sends all these Snapchats to his friends, and some of his friends freak the fuck out, naturally. Like, did they really just kill our teacher? And so they go to police, and they're basically like, my friend has been posting on Snapchat that he killed our teacher. And around the same time, police find Spanish teacher's body in the park. So now they know that she's dead and that someone killed her. Probably the guy confessing to it on Snapchat. And so, bam, they go and they arrest Jeremy. Here's his mugshot. Also, bam, they arrest Chaden too. Here's his mugshot.
Both teenagers charged with killing a Fairfield High School Spanish teacher will be tried as adults.
And so ultimately, Chaden takes a plea deal and he gets sentenced to life in prison, while Jeremy also takes a plea deal and he gets sentenced to life in prison.
The footage that I'm going to show you at the end of this short story is nothing short of unbelievable. So in April of 2015, there is this massive storm system that is projected to hit a town called Fairdale, Illinois. And residents of Fairdale, in anticipation of the storm, are warned that they really ought to evacuate, but some people decide to stay, including 84-year-old Clem Schultz and his wife, Jerry. And so that night, when they're still in town and the storm rolls in, Clem tells Jerry he's just going to go up to the attic and get some lanterns for when the inevitable happens and the power goes out. And so up to the attic he goes, and while he's up there, he hears what sounds like a freight train rolling towards the town. And so he walks over to the window in the attic that overlooked the town. And he's so immediately shocked by what he sees that what he does is he just stands there, pulls out his phone, and he starts filming. Here's what he captured. As you can see, Clem captured an enormous tornado ripping through not just his town, but directly through his house. Miraculously, Clem would actually survive, but unfortunately, his wife Jerry would not. If you like this story and you want to hear more like it, so stories that have, haunting videos and photographs associated with them, well, we have hundreds of those on our YouTube channel, just called Mr. Ballin. We have whole playlists dedicated to stories just like this. Go check it out.
Nice stories there from Ray Williams and Mr. Ballin. Shout out to them. And if you like these kind of thrilling stories, hit that subscribe button down below so that you are always in the loop, and leave us a like.
Scariest things found underwater from Lake Lanier. Underwater ghost town, 250 plus deaths. From Atlantic Ocean, stone people. From Minnesota Lake, Jason Voorhees statue. From Little Traverse Bay, Jesus statue. Lake Nukatel, shark statue. From Atlantic Ocean, goblin shark.
The great discovery in all of human history is that you become what you think about most of the time. Top people think about their goals all the time, and surprise, surprise, they create wonderful lives for themselves. Average people think about television and sports and socializing, and surprise, surprise, that's what they're doing 10 or 20 years later. You also become what you say to yourself. So you can have an enormous impact on your emotions of confidence and courage and confidence by speaking to yourself in a positive way. And the magic words discovered in psychology are the words, I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. So whenever you think of something that you'd like to do and you're fearful, say, hey, wait a minute. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. And as you say, I can do it, your courage and confidence goes up and your fears go down in inverse proportion. And then at a certain point, you will overflow and you just take action. And then all of your fear disappears.
The moment you declare yourself to be anything, everything unlike it will come into the space. And it has to. It's the law of the universe. Why, you ask? Because that's the way the universe works. And here is why. In the absence of that which you are not, that which you are is not. Did you get that? Supposing, just for the sake of this discussion, that everyone looked exactly like you, how would you know how you looked? How would you know how to describe yourself? How would you be able to say, I'm the one with the long, dark, oh, I see everyone has long, dark hair. Okay, therefore I promise you that if you want to have a direct experience of who you are and of what you are, you will attract to yourself like a magnet everything that you are not. Because in the absence of that which you are not, that which you are is not. Got it?
The universe is working for you. It literally wants to give you everything that you want. It is always trying to help you, but you might not notice it. I want you to try this for the next 24 hours, and I want you to say this slowly, with certainty, like you actually mean it. Now repeat after me. Dear universe, please start arranging things in my favor. I'm open to receive support, ease, and unexpected blessings. Let the right ideas find me. Let the right people cross my path. Let the right opportunities become visible to me. Show me signs that I'm being guided and supported. Let things feel lighter and easier. I am supported. I am provided for. I am safe to receive. And so it is. Now here's the part most people don't know. For the next 24 hours, imagine you are someone whose life works out. Someone who expects help. Someone who believes that things could go right. So if you get a small idea, like a gentle nudge, or if you notice an opportunity that feels right, allow yourself to explore it. Or at least take a tiny step towards it. Doesn't have to be anything big. Doesn't have to be anything risky. Just a small step. Because the universe can only meet you where you are willing to move with it. And tonight, before you go to bed, write down every little thing that worked out today. Every coincidence, every nice interaction, every tiny win. Because when your brain starts seeing proof, it begins expecting more. And expectation is what creates momentum. So try this for the next 24 hours. And since you guys always ask how I manifest, as usual, the workbook with my manifestation steps is in my bio. And in my bio, I have also put my quantum meditation that I use myself whenever I want to align with something new. Now comment, everything always works out for me.
Quite interesting from those manifestation clips how life is supposed to be so simple. Give yourself a challenge and exercise some of the thing they just said. And I bet you all will see some results. Let's continue with the video.
It's so important for you to understand this because you can do this. And you don't need a church, you don't need a priest, you don't need a minister, you don't need to join anything. It's yours, you can do this. You're supposed to do this. Okay, let me show you what it is. Go to page 73 in the Bible. Book of Exodus. Exodus chapter 29. Okay? Well, this is what it is. This is where burning incense came from. This is what has to happen. Okay? Exodus chapter 29, and look at verse 18. And you shall burn the whole ram upon the altar. It is a burnt offering unto the Lord. It is a sweet savor, an offering made by fire unto the Lord. Okay? The ram that takes away the cold of the winter, the ram that takes away the cold of your life is Aries, the ram. Okay? That which consumes the ram, the fire, is the sun. Okay? That which consumes it is the sun. The ram matches metaphysically with a part in your body called the pineal gland. The pineal gland. Okay? The fire is the, right here, you know what that's called? Solar plexus, place of the sun. Okay? That which is incense that is a sweet smelling to the Lord is when the ram, the pineal gland, is consumed by the fire, which is the passion fire that dwells in the solar plexus. When that fire lifts off from your meditation, you really get into this, you really meditate hard, you're not here to rest, relax, or whatever, and that fire starts to raise itself, it will consume the pineal gland, and that which is the sweet savor, that which is the burnt offering is complete, and that will be a savor, that will be a smell holy and acceptable to the God within you, because now the energy is no longer just dwelling in the tomb of the wretched lower part of the flesh, it has risen up. This is a scientific bodily function that makes a change in the right hemisphere of your brain when you comply and let it work. And what's being told to you is that when this energy is propelled upward, this solar energy is propelled upward, it touches the pineal gland of the brain, which is that ram, and that is the burnt offering, that is the incense, that is the sweet smell to God, and it will throw open the right hemisphere of the brain and change your life. Okay? Now, this is something also called in Hindu terminology, kundalini. All right? Sounds like an Italian restaurant or something. I'll have a little kundalini, please, with my pasta. Yes. Anyhow, that's what it is. All right? Now let's real quick. This is where Jesus Christ said, if your eye be single, your...
So this technique, it basically obliterates the mind. you get a chance to see how it feels to exist with no mind. You actually become enlightened. So this is the technique, and this is just a precaution. I want you to do this technique in a place that is safe. Stay away from sharp objects. Stay away from anything that is precarious. Remember, your mind will detach, and I don't want you hurting yourself. This is what I want you to do now. I want you to breathe in. And once you breathe in, I want you to hold it. So this is what I want you to do. You breathe in, hold it, and go down. Hold that same breath and go down. And keep holding it, keep holding it, keep holding it. Go as low as you can go. Keep holding it, keep holding it, keep holding it, keep holding it. And as you keep holding it, basically, by staying in this position, you're basically commanding your body to open up all the centers that lead to your brain and so forth. And by you holding in that breath, you're basically pushing all of the channels of energy to your higher chakras. So that is why it's pivotal that you hold in your breath as you do this motion. And all you have to do is wait for your body to enter no mind. And it's that simple. Try it right now. You hold in your breath. Of course, I don't want to do it in this video because I might fall. It don't matter. Let me show you. Just now, you probably won't believe me, but I left my body. You know what I'm saying? So, try this technique out. Holding your breath. Just wait for it, guys, and it will happen. You will enter no mind. And this is something that is great for the body because once you shut off your mind, you actually get to relax your body. You actually get to relax yourself. And just so you know, I could have fell down, but I just decided to be in the squat, you know what I'm saying? But when you're in that position, just let your body do what it wants to do. So you might want to lay on a bed or anything that you feel comfortable with. But as you stay in this pose, go as low as you can go, hold in that breath, and just wait, and it will happen. It takes about 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and it kicks in.
Some interesting facts from them clips right there. I mean, if you were listening keenly, I know you got some intelligence. They really explained everything well, and I learned something today. Drop a comment down below what you think.
People who have higher melanin, let's say Africans or Indians also to some extent, South Americans, would they be more closer to the divine or have that divine connect?
Yeah. So melanin on the physical plane, sure, they taught us that it helps with pigment and skin pigment and things like that. But on a spiritual plane, it can hold light. It can hold light. So the more melanin you have, the more light you can hold and the more power you have. And so that's why a lot of these indigenous nations, okay, in Africa, all over the world, really, in Native America, right, and all over the world, these indigenous cultures have been systematically on purpose persecuted. Not only through the melanin and their ability to hold light, they were guardians of certain lands. It's what's underneath the land. So a lot of people think like, oh, the war for Iraq is for oil. But it's not just for oil. That's what they tell you on the news. Underneath the earth, there's very important portals. And whoever controls these portals controls the energy that flows in and out of Mother Earth. Some people call them stargates. So these indigenous were protectors. They had melanin. They were able to hold the light. And they had specific codes, which were protectors of certain lands. But that's why, if you want to say, Columbus and all these other, the history books will tell you one thing, but no, they were really coming to like take the land of the indigenous and to take the protectors of the land out of the land.
Papaya seeds are very important. You want to swallow them whole to remove parasites from the body. Take them just as they are, unbroken, and they shall do their work quietly within.
Now that's coincidentally very similar to this recipe right here. Honey, poppy seeds, and water. It even has a set of instructions, the dosage, and anything to be careful of. And not only that, there are 301 other amazing recipes designed to keep you happy and healthy. This book really allows us to take our health back into our own hands, and I think everyone should have it in their home.
The church is a corrupt business to make you think that you are not God. Jesus tells you that you are God. In Matthew 21:12, he says, Jesus went into the temple of God. But where is this temple that Jesus went into? We find the answer in Corinthians 3:16. Do you not know that you are the temple of God? Which means the temple that Jesus went into is himself. Because the side of your head is called a temple. Because your mind is the temple of the soul. Your soul is the observer of the thoughts. The observer is in the mind, and the mind is in the body. Your body and mind is the temple of the soul, the very life essence. The awareness behind your mind is the same awareness in me, you, the dog, the plant, the squirrel. We're all one consciousness, God experiencing himself. The I am inside of you is God.
Our bodies are really the most remarkable piece of being on this planet. Even when we are going to a technological era where humans will become robots, I do not think they will be as perfect as what our bodies do. Let's continue.
Now here's the trick. When you're looking eyes into eyes, let's say the other eyes are right here, right? There's another head here. Remove the idea of that convergent there. Okay, so there's another person, and you're looking at each other, eyes into eyes. Well, before too long, first of all, you'll be looking back and forth, and it's like crazy making, because you're trying to figure out which eyeball to look into. But ultimately, and this is what happens in White Tantric Yoga, it's called scrying, by the way, S-C-R-Y-I-N-G. And that's when you relax your eyes and you let them look parallel. So you're looking now not convergent, and you look eyes into eyes. Well, all of a sudden, the third dimension disappears, the fourth dimension disappears, and you move into the fifth dimension. And all of a sudden, ultimately, you can see the aura of the person that you're staring eyes into eyes with, and you can see the energy all around. If you don't look at it, if you look at it, the moment you look at something, your eyes converge again, and you lose that track. Now, here's the important thing. When your eyes converge, the optical signal goes parallel. When your eyes go parallel, the optical system goes convergent, and it crosses. And that is why staring eyes into eyes is a way of activating the third eye. Now, little children, before they learn how to objectify their surroundings, which means before they learn how to speak and to have language, little children are constantly seeing through parallel eyes.
Heaven, also upon earth, as above, so below. This is the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. It's all ripped off from Egypt. This is an Egyptian book. Give us today our bread. That's the bread. The seed, it's called the bread, the oil, the salt, the chrism, the Christ, the manna from heaven. And forgive us our debts, as we also have forgiven our debtors. And do not bring us into temptation, but deliver us from the wicked one.
Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell, because next time we've got even more spine-chilling content coming your way. You won't want to miss it.